In 1973, the Drug Enforcement Administration was formed by President Richard Nixon. DEA was created in order to have one agency tackle the serious problem of illegal drug sales and distribution, as well as the tracking of prescription drugs. Since its inception, the DEA has had 7 commander-in-chiefs, as well as 10 different administrators and 17 different congressional elections. In spite of these changes, the DEA has continued to have one mission and one mission only: to enforce the laws of the Controlled Substances Act. The mission is simple to define, though it is complex to implement. Because of that, the DEA has spent 35 years redefining itself to meet a president's or administrator's opinion of how the DEA can find success in their mission. As important as the mission is, as important it is to have a true direction to go in, and as important as it is to know the direction that our next president intends to send them, the presidential candidates have been almost silent as to any drug enforcement policy or strategy that they support or intend to use if elected. In March of 2000, Senator McCain was described by the Boston Globe as having expressed the most hawkish positions on drug policy. He wants to increase penalties for selling drugs, supports the death penalty for drug kingpins, favors tightening security to stop the flow of drugs into the country, and wants to restrict availability of methadone for heroin addicts. He said that the Clinton administration was AWOL on the war on drugs, and he would push for more money and military assistance to drug-supplying nations such as Colombia. 8 years later, very little has been said about drug enforcement by Senator McCain. Senator Obama has admitted to the use of marijuana and cocaine in his youth, admitting to Jay Leno that he inhaled as that was the point. Senator Obama co-sponsored a bill that required chemical resellers to certify that their chemicals would not be used in the manufacture of methamphetamine. He also co-sponsored a bill that ended harsher sentencing for crack cocaine versus powdered cocaine. Senator McCain sponsored a bill calling for federal grants for Indian tribes to fight methamphetamine, as well as a bill that established drug testing standards for major league sports. Very little else is known about the two candidates' drug policy, though Senator Obama stated to the Rolling Stone magazine, "Anybody who sees the devastating impact of the drug trade in the inner cities or the methamphetamine trade in the rural communities knows this is a huge problem. I believe in shifting the paradigm, shifting the model, so that we can focus on a more public health approach." A more public health approach. I wonder what they'll do with all those special agents.